Hello, welcome everybody back to the channel. Crypto Brent here. Who you guys see here are these four faces, wonderful faces from all over the world. Mr. Live, Peter Ohanian, Neil Morrison, and Andrew Twelfthtree. They're here to talk about an amazing project I wanted to introduce to you guys. Some of you guys are already involved. Some of you guys have been involved since 2018 when I first introduced this to you guys. And I wanted to actually pick their brain a little bit, ask some questions, and give their experience with the company and tell us a little bit about themselves and how they've worked their way up in this amazing project. And if you guys have any questions, just leave it down in the comments below or reach out to me for any questions. But thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to talk about this amazing project. One thing I love about this crypto space is diversification. With my followers, we're all about diversification. And with this company, I know it has different umbrellas under the umbrella with a lot of different benefits to educate people on financial literacy, diversification, and to creating wealth generation for many generations to come. And so I'm going to go ahead and stop talking now and just take it over to Mr. Live, Peter Ohanian. He's going to introduce these wonderful gentlemen. So thank you guys so much. Peter, go ahead and take it away, brother.
Thanks, Brendan. I appreciate it. So guys, welcome, whether it is the morning, afternoon, or evening. It is a pleasure to have all of you here. We are joined to be here with Brendan, Neil, and Andrew. Neil and Andrew, I've known since I started really with this company before we actually changed names. And so it's been a journey. But the one thing that I want to stress that I know Brendan believes in too is that there are many different crypto opportunities that we can join at any point in time. This one in particular has standed the test of time. It's been around for nearly 7 years. The Academy itself has been around for 10 years this year. And so, you're talking about a company that has legacy. You're talking about a company that's going to be willable for your kids in the future. And, that's something really exciting. And so what we're going to talk to you guys about today that is really going to light you up is going to show you some things that you've never seen before, introduce you to some new things that you never even heard about, and blow your mind to the potential of what this project offers. So, Andrew, I'm going to let you actually start talking about the first leg of this, and then we'll let Neil kick in every now and again and kind of go from there.
Oh, he'll finish it off. Don't worry about that. So, what do you want to start with?
Yeah, let's start with the different aspects of the program. So the Academy of the Private Investors, what is it? How does that exactly work? And in particular, with that, what are the different projects that the company actually has within it? And then we can round about by talking about the WCRU, UNTV, CRU, and USDU.
Okay, all right. I'll start. Now, we've kind of evolved a little bit because we used to lead out with the Academy of a Private Investor, which is your financial literacy education. And they take that seriously. I mean, we did one that lasted 8 months last year, didn't we, Neil? The marathon. We used to lead out with that. And when you purchase education in there, you get a bonus of co-ownership. Now, we kind of shifted a little bit. Now we're evolving from Academy of a Private Investor to EvoRich, which is a marketing umbrella company, which has all of these other ones underneath it, including the Academy of a Private Investor. So we've got EvoRich, which is a marketing arm at the top. We've got the Academy of a Private Investor, which does the financial literacy education. Another project of significance is UGPay Group. Now that's a Switzerland-based company, right, which has the SEC regulation in the USA. Underneath that, we've got the crypto unit program, which is the co-ownership. All right, that's where, I don't know if you guys have seen any of the videos, but we've got a very diversified portfolio under there, invested into 20 different sectors. I mean, we've got gold mines, we've got diamond production, we've got real estate, we make movies, we've got Basalt, which is a new product. I'm talking, please. And now, sorry, I'm banging on my door. We've got a whole bunch of stuff in there. I might have left a couple out, okay? But when you can now buy direct securitized tokens that has that backing it. Now, we all love Bitcoin, I know that, all right, and I do too. But Bitcoin's value is derived by people's belief in it and the demand, supply and demand, isn't it? So if, you know, McAfee comes on and says Bitcoin's a scam, the price go like that and tank, won't it? But here we've got real world assets valued at, what was it last night, 11.5 billion or something dollars backing this token. So it won't be like this, it'll be steady, because if the price comes down, it becomes a bargain because the value of it's up here, it will get bought back up, right? So it won't have the big volatility that that other cryptocurrencies will have. And that, I believe, will be a big appeal to a lot of people on the market as a store of value, which is transactable in other words, if you know what I mean. Because you buy gold, you can't sell it very quickly, can you? You have to go up to the pawn shop and otherwise. So that's where we are. We've got EvoRich at the top. We've got the Academy of a Private Investor and the UGPay crypto unit program. Now, ultimately, they are going to work together because as, what would you call it, an unsophisticated investor, you'll only be able to buy a certain amount of these. Then you'll need to do a training to make sure that you are a sophisticated investor. Guess where you get that? The Academy of a Private Investor. So they're going to work hand in hand, right? So once you can invest so much here, do a course here, you can invest more and it will work its way down until you are an investor of the caliber of Andre, our CEO, who's turned $26,000 into 11.5 billion.
I think that's what a lot of people need in this industry, especially new people coming in that don't know too much about cryptocurrency and these projects and what's backing these coins is so important. And like you mentioned with Bitcoin, people are just backing that because they want to and they purchase it. And it's very volatile. But what's really cool here that I liked is that you're educating people as you go. And it's not just saying, hey, invest in this coin or do this, or, you know, learn about it, do a little this, learn about it, do a little this, diversify a little bit. So I like that. That's cool.
Oh, look, our goal is to help 1 million people become millionaires. And to do that, we need to educate them financially on you know, how to make money, how to multiply it, create wealth and keep it, and all the really cool stuff that goes with that, okay? Foundations, trusts, tax minimizations, tax haven, you know, all the good stuff that you learn not only from the training, but also rubbing shoulders with other people who do it.
So you're saying this is the university that I should have went to instead of the 4-year university that didn't really teach me anything.
The indoctrination, right? They intentionally don't teach this stuff. And we're not going to get into the whole political thing, but we don't get taught this stuff on purpose. And the only way you're going to find out is if you have wealthy parents to teach you direct, or you find it out somewhere, right? It's not easily found, okay? So, and hell, I wish I knew it way back then too, because it'll be a whole different situation. I mean, everyone knows to save 10% of their income. They get told that when I heard that in my 20s. Did I apply it?
No.
Not many people do, but do now, okay? So a couple of other projects that are under the EvoRich banner, all right? We've got one called UGain, which will be and this is imminent launch as well, for medium and companies like service companies that allows them to gain, retain, and increase the amount of customers they've got. And that project is second to none in the industry. If you look at all of their competitors, we beat them to hands down. So that will be epic as well. What other projects we got on the go? We've got real estate projects and all sorts. We've got many projects in the wings.
A lot of projects, but I have some notes, surprisingly, Peter, right? I got some notes. So basically what you're telling me is that you guys have your own ecosystem, payment system, own card, virtual card, education system, and initially your own blockchain. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
I'll let Neil take this one.
Yeah. We want to talk about those a little bit?
Yep.
Well, I guess if you understand the ideology of the company, it's new in EEW. And this sort of comes right back from Andre, our CEO and the genius behind this whole platform. and his vision for the future. And like, it is a massive, massive vision to, I guess, what are we looking to do here? We're looking to make the world a better place, to leave it in a better place than we're currently heading with it. So new stands for the new economic evolution of the world. And then, so if you kind of bring that into everything that Andrew has just been talking about, everything that's coming under the umbrella are products and services and companies and everything around the world that we all consume or use on a daily basis. And so that's what's being built here, along with a platform that's going to enable us to actually transact between ourselves openly and at the same time increase value. And, you know, understanding that value, how that value is created, it's understanding the 8 rules of the private investor, which is our core product, is our education, and that and within there. And when you understand that education and how it's already been applied to the portfolio now, to the growth of the company. You know, Andrew said earlier on that they tell you to, you know, save 10%. Well, this company doesn't do 10%. We do 40 to 50% every month of the profits from our sales. Just go on, get bigger and bigger and bigger. So if you imagine those profits being put back into the global portfolio, then you can understand that from, I mean, when we launched a crypto unit program, which was the 30th of March, 2019, what's that, nearly 2 years ago, right? It was $12,500 in value, right? Today, under 2 years, we've taken that knowledge, applied the profits, brought assets, and it's now worth over $11.5 billion and growing. It's not going to stop. It's going to continue to grow and grow and grow and grow. And so what they've done, and the beauty of all of this is with the segment where we really want to talk about, is they've taken that global portfolio and they've digitized it. They've digitized it on the blockchain platform. Wow. So you can break that down, you can get a slice of that, and you can jump on and ride this thing to the moon. I think, is that the universe behind me? I'm not sure. It's the moon or the universe.
Yeah, that's the moon. You're missing the Martian. Missing the guy.
So when you sort of, this is what I like about our whole platform. And we all know Bitcoin's great. It's going to the moon right now. It's going and it's projected to continue to go. Yep. The thing is when you buy that, you know, you buy it once, you've got to wait for it to increase in value. Then you've got to sell some if you want to cash out and live. You know, the difference between that and ours, which is an STO, learn about STOs, is that you buy it once. It'll go up in value every month and it'll pay you because you're co-owner. You get to receive the dividends in it. So it's like, this is just like, it's a perpetual motion going up and up and up and up. It's not a 5 to 10 year plan. It's 100 to 200 year plan. And when you finish with this and you've lived your life the way you want to live, you can pass it on to your next generations. Yeah. It's huge. It really is huge. Like, I just get excited just talking about it.
Oh yeah, I can see your tone going up too as you're doing. I love it. That's awesome. Thank you.
He's just getting warmed up too.
Get warmed up. We go a little higher. We could bring down the volume on our computers. Don't worry. That's awesome, guys. Really cool. So there's a lot of working parts with this company. And how many leaders around the world do you see coming together with this project? I mean, people from all walks of life, doesn't matter where they come from, what they do, 9 to 5, it doesn't matter. Once they get educated on it, they start understanding it from these type of videos that we're giving them. They have different options to choose from. So I'm a crypto guy. I got a cryptocurrency YouTube channel called Crypto Bren, and my people all crypto. And so it gets them really excited when they see not just crypto, things that they're used to. Like you mentioned, they have their own movie studio. You know, there's more to the parts than just crypto, but this is just the cherry on the top. And that's really cool. That's really awesome.
Oh, there's even
just on.
Oh, sorry.
I was just on that. I was going to say, look, just in my team alone, I'm an old engineer, right? I wasn't a crypto person. I've got single mums. I've got financial advisors. Every industry in thinkable, they're all coming to this. Mm-hmm. And it's just amazing some of the changes in people that in my team alone. I've never known any other teams. There's just been some amazing changes. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
What I mean by that,
We
and I
can-
appreciate you sharing, but Peter, you
Mm.
do teaching. I used to be in construction. You know,
Mm.
we were in the norm of this, but we found
Mhm.
out about something really special, and that was Bitcoin or cryptocurrency. And you see it evolving, and now you have a company called EvoRich, right? I'm guessing Evo stands for evolution. I'm just guessing. Okay, and rich
Yep.
to become wealthy, to
Mhm.
give education, to share with people, and to create these like-minded individuals to want to succeed. And I'm excited. I'm really excited about this, guys. That's really cool. But Peter, what were you about to say, brother?
So what I was going to say was, so like one of the products that we even have that we're going to be talking more extensively about is the Edu Cafe. And so Edu Cafe is basically somewhere where you can go, you can have a nice meal, you can have a nice, business luncheon, whatever the case may be, and people that are in the company will also benefit from getting additional discounts in those particular restaurants as well. In addition to that,
That's cool.
we're going to be opening up over a period of like a year or 2 years, something like that. Their plan is to open up a 500 different franchises for the Edu Cafe. So if people want to actually apply to own one of these particular franchises, they have an ability to do that. So this is where you go, okay, well, this is crypto. And we haven't even talked about that part yet. But this is crypto, but then, oh, wait a minute, well, we can actually franchise a business at the same time, or we can do this, and we can do, oh, there's a legal attorney in our pocket. Like there's so many different products that we actually offer besides the wealth creation, besides the financial wealth management ability for people to understand exactly how that all works. I mean, we have the Genius of Finance board game, which teaches people how to create their own wealth and is kind of functions like a Monopoly game, but it's really cool. And you learn as you go and you use it. So definitely something really, really interesting. But the main thing that I want to do is to let you guys know you don't have your average Joes here. Okay. So Andrew and Neil are both president ranking in the companies, which is pretty much the highest you can get.
Congratulations.
And
Wow.
yeah, congratulations. Exactly. And Neil himself is, if I'm not mistaken, either the director or the ambassador to New Zealand. Is that correct?
Yeah, well, we're both, Andrew and I are both global ambassadors. So we can live and travel anywhere that we want and live life on our terms wherever we go. So, I mean, I currently reside in New Zealand. That's my home country. So they kind of put me as the sort of the head honcho there. So whether I want that or not, I don't know. But yeah, I guess I'll wear that cap and support the country here as best as I can. So we've got a lot of work to do here. Part of my role here is opening up offices, so under the Academy of Private Investor. But just back on what you were saying, Peter, about the Edu Cafe, there is massive news coming around that, and an organisation wanting to come in and be a part of that. So watch the space on that. There's exciting things coming. Well, I'm knowing, and I'll say it now early, Andrew, like I'm knowing here like we're just getting started.
Just
And
I know.
we literally,
But I think you know something I don't with the ED Cafe. Hang on.
on that call, you might have missed that call, Andrew.
I might have.
Big
There's so many calls these days. You miss one from time to time.
It's a major partnership. If you think about the blockchain and launching STOs, so the blockchain isn't just for one organization, it's for many. And so having our own blockchain, they're lining up other organizations that want to launch their STOs on our blockchain, on the blockchain. So what the platform is not only attractive for what we're currently doing, but it's going to be attractive for many other organizations. So when this next one is, when the first one is, it's going to create a lot of excitement around our platform, a lot of interest from some big players that want to come in and do, the whole global economy is digitizing, becoming digital assets.
Yes.
And so when you've got a platform that is seamless, runs as fast as anything else that's out there, probably faster. We've built something that is going to be, I I guess what all organizations will want to come and be comfortable with and launch their products and services on to the world on our platform. That platform.
Awesome.
I gotta use the right words.
So I'm going to add on
Yeah.
to that, Neil, because this is my cup of tea. I absolutely love this. So you're talking about a security token, a utility token, and a stable coin, as well as on your guys' UNITEX exchange, correct? Or am I wrong?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So
Yep.
what's really cool is the USDT coin or the USDC. This is going to be very similar to that with EvoRich. Obviously, it's going to be USDU. So that's really cool. So
Correct.
people could actually trade on the platform that are traders, correct? And be able to benefit off the volatility of the price changes, correct?
Yep.
Amazing.
And you know with the USD, with the stable coin, you have to, it's backed 1-for-1 by the USD. So you have to have that in the bank account. It's got to be there. We get audited I think it's every 3 months, they're going to get audited. So, you know, I know there's one of those stable coins out there that failed the audits test.
Awesome.
USDT.
So,
Yeah.
Very cool. So another big thing with me is a lot of crypto projects are not SEC approved. Most of them are scams. So this one being almost 10 years or about over 10 years now of this evolution of this company. The thing is about, oh shoot, I lost my train of thought I was going to say, but
Regulated SEC.
yeah, the SEC. So explain it about the SEC a little bit with UGPay. Or is it with UGPay, or is that not correct, Peter?
No, that's right.
UGPay is the company that is registered with the SEC. And so the platform that basically we're promoting is UGPay. UGPay is the main distributor of all the cryptocurrencies and everything that comes in under there. So, I mean, for them to do what they've done to get to this level, you know, they've had to jump through a lot of hoops, but they've ticked their boxes, they've crossed all their T's, you know, they've done everything correct. I mean, you just got to look at, who's that guy, Zuckerberg for Facebook, didn't cross his T's, he got declined.
Yeah.
So for us, for us to be able to get through that, it just speaks volumes, and you know, the legal team that we have behind us to make sure that everything and all the processes are being done. You know, you've got to have the white paper and the tokenomics, all that stuff's got to stack up. So you know, they go through it with a fine-tooth comb, which makes it really, really exciting, really, really comforting, knowing, you know, from where we've come from into what we're now able to promote. And you know, benefit from, you know, the fruits of that. It's just really, really exciting. And you know, you take all of that, and that's the sort of main workshop where things are really going to explode from. But you can't take away from all the work that's already gone into getting this far. You know, building the portfolio to that value of over $11.5 billion is no mean feat. You know, the knowledge and everything that's gone into that, and the main core of our platform is what's going to, you know, that UGPay and that part of it is the main part that's going to move on and really accelerate it out. But it's just going to allow us to put more and more into the back end to grow this even quicker and quicker.
That's cool. Yeah. That's awesome. That's huge in the crypto space, isn't it, Peter? SEC.
Oh yeah, and you know, I mean, if we're talking about the different coins, right? So if you take the UNTB, which is our utility token, okay, for our exchange, and you compare that to what essentially the BNB, the Binance token, has done, you know, that's gone from 10 cents in 2017 to today's date to about $140 in 3.5 years. 3.5 years.
I bought it at $5.
Right. And our token's coming out at a penny, 1 penny. The UNTB is coming out at 1 penny. And what's going to happen is, in my honest opinion, and I think Neil and Andrew will have the same view, is that people will see that, okay, well, I can get the WCRU for 40 cents. That's great. But I can buy this utility token for a penny. So they're going to buy it really quickly, which is going to increase the value of the UNTB organically fast. And so what's going to happen is people that buy the WCRU are going to stake that for a certain amount of UNTB that they're going to receive monthly. And that becomes their liquidity process of actually getting money that they can access while their WCRU is locked for a period of minimum 365 days.
Mm-hmm. And do you guys have any graphs to explain the WCRU, the UNTB? Because I know a lot of people are going to be confused on this. I have a little of notes of everything that you guys have in that exchange and stuff. So I have that, but explaining that utility token on the PDF, you guys have that, correct? We could get that to the viewers.
We've got a spreadsheet that is like a template. You can put in how many tokens you have and how many UNTB you're likely to get.
Okay.
There are variables on that, as in there is a certain amount of UNTB minted every day, right? And it's minted every half a second, which is every block is half a second. That's how quick the blockchain is. It depends on how many people stake. If not everybody stakes, it means that the ones that do will get more because it's pro rata.
Got it.
Right. So there is a spreadsheet out there that you can just put in the numbers and it's all there. And I think Andrew Hawkes, one of our three, well, myself, Andrew, and Neil, pretty of a trio there. He did a video on it a couple of days back, which explains that very well. So it's pretty mathematical as to know how many you're going to get, but there are a couple of variables that can change it.
Pretty cool.
You want to be you're accruing as many of those as you can. But I think the other thing too, and a lot of people here, especially new people, everybody just wants to show me the money and show me the money now. And that is the worst strategy that you could ever possibly think of, because that's just scams. The get rich schemes are generally just stuff that's going to send you down the gutter real quickly.
For sure.
You need to start having an investment mind here, and you really need to start strategizing, not just for the next 6 months, but for the next 6 years, and start this investment strategy and going forward. So when and you get the knowledge around our platform and how diverse it is in all market segments, then you can really look at, and not only that, we're only talking one part right now. There's multiple other income streams that you can tap into our platform as well. But just getting a strategy in place, and let's put it like this: if you could retire in the next 2 to 3 years, or do the retirement plan up to 65 years, which route do you want to take? The quick route? Now for us, initially it's the long route, because it's not like not going to win lotto tomorrow. You're not going to win lotto tomorrow, but we're going to show you how to get there in the same equivalent within the next 2 to 3 years. Cool. Our education that you have, that you can purchase, that'll get you there in 5 to 7 years outside of our platform. But you bring in and apply that knowledge inside the platform, and we can start changing your life really, really quickly. That's what this is about. It's about changing people's lives.
Yeah.
If you look at how much you earn a month, and let's say the average monthly expenses is maybe around $4,000 or $5,000. So if we could take in the next 2 to 3 years and start working towards that point where you're getting $4,000 or $5,000 a month come in, all your expenses are covered, then guess what? You're free. You're free to live life on your terms. So then all of a sudden you're happier. Yeah. It's like the whole thing around you just changes.
Yeah, you're
That's
right.
what this training is all about. That's what Andre Avrada's put together, is to change. What do we want? We want more time. How are we going to do that? With abundance, on our terms. I'm living that now through the marketing plan of this company. We haven't even started what I've accumulated in the assets. It's why I'm so excited right now. The thing is, it's not for me. It's not just for me. It's for everybody. We want all of you out there to be on this journey with us.
Yeah.
How are we going to? We've got to leave the world a better place. How are we going to do that? Together.
Here's what I'm going to tell you. What makes me the most excited, besides everything else that we've spoken about, is that Neil, you're from New Zealand. You guys have a pretty large community over there, people that are involved in the company. Andrew, you're from the Philippines, but have I'm
an Aussie, but I live in the Philippines. Yep.
Yeah, based also in Australia, which has a pretty large team there. But then you take Brendan and you take myself, who are from the United States. Not only is this company 100% legal, but the whole country is freaking untapped.
Yeah.
There are not that many people that are involved in the United States in this country. And even the ones that are, their basis is in Spanish countries like Mexico and things like that. They may be in Texas or California, but it's Spanish speaking communities. So there's really not a huge amount of people that are in this from the United States that are really blowing this up. And so Brendan and I and other people that I know have a potential to really bring in not only marketers into this opportunity that don't know about it, which is going to be amazing, but also to bring into the real investors that are in the United States that are like, look, I need something legitimate. I need something legal. I need something that's going to be around for a long period of time. What you got?
Yeah.
Here it is.
This is
You're
it.
looking right at it.
This is it.
And that's what I think is so exciting.
Yeah, you're right. And a lot of people are looking for that quick and easy route, Neil. And the thing is, most of us have been burned because of that. And a lot of people that I've been on this journey have been burned, and they're not thinking like this. This is the core. This is what we should have started with, obviously, day one, and then grown off that. You know what I mean? Then start diversifying a little higher risk from there and there. But you said it, Peter, perfectly.
Now go ahead, Neil. I think you wanted to say, jump in.
I just, when you understand, so let's say we've got a ladder, right? There's a ladder, and you got all the rungs of the ladder. And so in investing around the world, you know, so at the top of the rung of the ladder is called an IPO. It's an initial public offering. That's where all those companies are on the New York Stock Exchange, on the NASDAQ, on all the exchanges around the world. They all come in. They're all operating at the top rung of that ladder. And for them to get up there, it's taken them at least 5 years of hard yakka building the value in their product, doing all the accounting bookwork to make sure that everything is all kosher in order to get that legitimacy and the legalities all behind to do that. And then you have down the bottom rung of the ladder, and no disrespect here, Bitcoin's doing really well, but Bitcoin is an ICO. It's an initial coin offering. There's nothing backing it. There's no there's no hierarchy they've had to go through to get it up there. What we're launching is an STO. To me, in my eyes, it's the second rung down on the top of the ladder, because to do an STO, you've got to jump through the same sort of hoops as to do as an IPO. You've got to do all the, you know, you've got KYC, AML, the SEC. You've got to do all of that stuff and some to get up the top rung of the ladder. So our product and what's being talked about here is something that not only the crypto economy wants, but also the big investors, you know, these $1 million investors that invest in these big companies. They wait for them to go live and then they jump in. So in America, there is a lot of money sitting hoarded by people because they're hoarding it. They don't know what to do with it. They're scared to know what to do with it. Yeah. So, and what you don't know is America is untapped. America is the second biggest contributor on our platform right now. So as untapped as it is, you guys are doing pretty good right now. So, but here's the thing: it's not just America. You know, I've got a massive structure. It blows my mind. Andrew's part of my structure, and what he's done is in part of mine. But like here in New Zealand, we're probably lucky if there's 10,000 partners here. But my structure is global. I'm not just here. I am sitting here in New Zealand. I'm talking to you guys in America.
Yeah.
I can't speak all those other languages. I'd be in those countries as well. But it's like the opportunity here at home, all those people that are watching, if you need extra money, it's because you don't have a plan B. You only have plan A, which is your current job right now. You need to look at plan B. Our platform gives you plan B, C, D, E, like right down to Z. An opportunity as backstops to help you guys get through. This is the new economic evolution of the world for everybody, where we collectively together can make change. And it starts right now in the next 6 hours, I think.
Yes. We're definitely going to be part of that change. And we appreciate you guys' insight and, you know, indulging in your information and wisdom. We really appreciate it, guys. Anything else we want to talk about, or we talk kind of our heads off a little bit, Peter, or what you think?
Well, I mean, whatever, you know, Neil or Andrew, if you guys want to close it out with anything or anything you think that would, like, you know, what would be the reason why people would want to actually be involved in this? Now you see, like the only problem that I ever faced with this company, and I'm very transparent. So the only problem that I ever faced with this company is that it's a little bit antiquated the way things are done, right? So, but here's the thing. It's a short price to pay for long-term results, number one, and number two, an ability for us to create that financial independence that we all want. So if you have to go through a KYC process, fill out your profile, sign contracts, do all this one time, and it takes you maybe an hour and 15 minutes, so be it. For all that, for you to get what you're going to get, I mean, let's just take the UNTB, for example. If the UNTB goes from a penny to $5 over a period of 3 years, which honestly could have the potential of doing easily, but if that happens and you're every single month getting a percentage of the UNTB coming to you as we go through, obviously that amount becomes lower and lower, but you start off with a higher amount of UNTB that you're going to be getting, and it goes lower, but at the same time, so does the price of the UNTB go higher.
Hang on, Peter. Hang on, Peter. You're missing out a major part here, and that's great. You know, you're going to be able to accumulate UNTB. But if you're in a position to accumulate UNTB, you're not telling them about the other two income streams they're getting. You know, because you know so UNTB will be the third choice on whether you sell it or not, based on what the other incomes are from. So with the global portfolio, we have two payments. One is called a loyalty bonus, which comes off the profit of the sales of the education packages, and the other one is with the portfolio, because when you purchase the WCRU, you become co-owner of the portfolio. So any liquid assets that are performing throughout the month, then that is divided. So anything over 100,000 is divided amongst the crypto unit points. So tokens, that would be called. So there's two income streams that'll come in before you need to think about whether you sell your UNTB or not. Anything I accumulate, I'm not looking to sell. So you know that's just part of the multiple income streams that are here. You know, Andrew and I today, we're just scratching the surface of what's really going on. Yeah. And I just honestly, any numbers that have been said are underestimated.
I just laugh. You look at the smirks on our faces when they're talking about UNTB. We were just sitting there smirk. Do you think we know we're onto something, hey? But hey, look, we don't even need to touch the tokens or the UNTB, because we've got big networks that just spit commissions day and night. All right, we live off that and some, and we've got all these tokens and UNTB coming in as well. And look, where did our team start, Neil? I know my team started at zero. So did yours, so did everyone else's. But the network itself, the team, is just so powerful as well. And look, we're about to roll out a system to help people build this quickly.
Yeah.
All right. It's and the quickest way to build is almost word of mouth. Bang, bang, like warm market to warm market. And then after that, they can get into the marketing, which is hard work. But if you can go warm market to warm market, and look, people from all the walks of life are joining this. Yeah. There is an empire in there. We just got to teach people how to access it.
Got to tap into it, access it, duplicate it, and that's what it's all about.
I'm actually writing a course right now for massive duplication to put in the back of EvoRich. So guess what? Our team gets to get be the guinea pigs of that. And that's done from a lot of different training. So it will be absolutely awesome. I'm just trying to nail down the little 10-minute video that we're all going to use. So it's very, very exciting what's coming.
Well, guys, we're about up on our time here. I really appreciate everything that you guys do for the company and coming on and spending the time with us. If you guys have any information you can send me, please go ahead and do so. Scripts and awesome that marketing system. Would love that. That'd be cool. Can't wait for that. But Peter, Neil, Andrew, thank you guys so much. If you guys have any questions about anything, reach out to me, ask down in the comments below, and I'll get you guys that information about this amazing EvoRich opportunity. Time to change lives, guys. What about you? You ready?
Absolutely.
You've already been
Sounds
changing
good.
lives. Look at you. Awesome. All right, guys. You have a great day. Thank you so much. We'll talk soon, okay? Thank you.
Catch you, buddy.
Thanks very much.